Hi, Dr. Zorba, pastor here, talking about the new CDC recommendation, don't test for measles. They love to put their head in the ground just like an ostrich, and if they don't test for it, well, then it doesn't exist. And this is part of their whole idea that immunizations are bad, that measles is good, people can get sick, all that other stuff that is simply rubbish coming out of Washington. So first of all, measles. In the year 2000, it was declared eradicated. Why? There were just a few cases in the entire United States of America. As of now, we know for sure that there are at least 3,000 cases and climbing. It's only June, so we're going to see a lot more cases. Why is that happening? Because people are not getting immunized. Now, why are they not getting immunized? Well, some of them have swallowed the Kool-Aid and believe that immunizations are bad and not getting their kids immunized for measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria. My mother almost died of diphtheria in the 1915, 1920. Polio. Of course, we don't have smallpox anymore, but they probably would not even get immunized for that. But anyway, there are a group of people, maybe 10% of the population or 5%. Let it be. The real issue is the 90% who should really know about this. So measles is the most infectious, if not the most infectious disease on the planet, much more infectious than COVID and influenza, about as infectious or more than smallpox. If somebody has measles, if they walk out of the room and you walk into the room 2 hours later, there's a chance you'll get measles. So easy to spread, easy to get sick on. What are the complications? You might get meningitis. You might be able to lose your hearing. You might get super sick, or you just might get minimally sick. But there are problems. Now, how do you tell measles? Not really with a blood test. Most cases are done by the rash. If you want to look at the rash, go to Google and Google measles rash, know what it looks like. And then there's something called the Koplik spot, Koplik. Now, the Koplik spot is on the inner cheek, inside of the cheek, just inside. Open up your mouth, go to the right side or the left side of the cheek, the mucosa, that's the lining of the cheek, and you will see the spot. Again, Google it. It is pathognomonic, which in medical jargon means if you see the spot, you've got measles. Quite often the spot occurs prior to the rash. Now, what is the CDC saying? Well, we're not going to test for it anymore. And they give multiple reasons why they're not going to do it. Now, does that mean you can't get tested? Not at all. Most insurance companies pay for measles testing. Most states, if not all states, I don't know for sure, but most states you can get measles titer testing. So they're really not going to do away with measles by not testing it. And by the way, if you were born before 1957, you're assumed that you probably got measles because about 95% of the kids did get measles by that time. If you were born after 1957, to around 1966 or so, and you only got one shot, the recommendation was to get 2 shots. Why? It's a 2-shot immunizations. Now, one more thing. Measles, you can tell usually from the rash. And so the idea that it's going to go away is not going to succeed if RFK and his cronies want to do that, because we are too smart. Learn about measles. Get your children vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, get it yourself. If you don't know whether or not you're immune, the easy thing to do is get a titer. But even easier is simply to get another vaccine. There's no harm. If you don't know if you had 2 shots, there's no harm simply getting a second vaccine. So, are they going to succeed by eradicating measles by not testing for it? No, because we, the public, are too smart. This is Dr. Zorba Pastor. Stay well.